Hello. Do you want to impress your friends and family in the English speaking world? Well, you've come to the perfect place because today we are going to learn something that will help you do just that. That when you apply this in your life, people will go, wow, that's amazing. Look at you. Okay. And you could go watch a short video about this, but why would you do that when you could be included in the lesson with me? Okay, so let's get started. In this class, we are going to do we're going to look at the little differences between the future perfect tense and the future perfect continuous tense. We've been going through, and now it's time for us to finish. Okay, so my first question, very important question, when do you use the future perfect tense? If you are not watching this live, I want you to pause the video, think, when do I use the future perfect tense? Okay, and then press play. See if you have your answer. See if your answer is correct. Okay, so what is the future perfect tense? If you know, or when do you use it? If you know the answer, type it down in the chat and we'll see how you do. Okay, I'll give you a quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to think about this. Okay, and the answer is that we use the future perfect tense when there are two actions that will happen in the future. For the first action, right, it is we use the perfect tense, and the second action, if it has a subject and a verb, it will be in the present simple tense. The future perfect is actually almost identical to the past perfect when we're talking about how we use it. Okay, the past perfect, two completed actions in the past. The future perfect is two actions that will be completed in the future. Okay, let's continue. So, first of all, future continuous structure. Let's compare, okay, not perfect, because we need to compare how it works. This will be easier to understand. So, what is the future continuous structure in the positive? Okay, think about it. If you're not sure, no problem. Just pause the video and I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, subject plus will be, because it's future, plus present participle, which is your verb plus ing, as your teacher probably taught you. So remember that in any continuous tense, it always has some form of be and then the present participle. Say that with me. Participle, participle. Okay, so in this case, it's future, so it's the future of be, which is will be. Easy peasy, okay? For example, he will be going to the Olympics. Ooh, exciting, okay? Or now let's make it perfect, okay? The perfect continuous structure is a very similar, okay? Pause the video if you're not sure what it is, okay? And I will give you a couple seconds to figure it out if you're here live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The future perfect continuous is your subject plus will have been, okay, plus present participle. Remember your verb plus ing there. Okay, so remember that in the future, in the perfect tense, we always have. So if it's present perfect, it's have or has. If it's past perfect, it's had. If it's future perfect, it's will have. And then there's always, after that have verb, there's always a past participle. The thing is, we already have, in the continuous tense, we already have be that we have to use. So we're going to put be in the past participle. So you might read this as will have been, and that's okay. We call that strong pronunciation, but it is better to say bin, like a garbage bin. And be careful that sound in the middle probably doesn't exist in your language. Okay, it's not been, it's been, been. Okay, so the example, he will have been going to the Olympics. Okay, good. Now, when do we use the future perfect continuous? This is when things get a little complicated. Okay, when do we use the future perfect continuous? If you're not watching this live, once again, pause the video and think about it. If you're watching this live, can you answer in the chat for me? Okay, when we use it. I'm just going to give a quick 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's check it out. So here we have our little image here to help you understand, right? It's when there's two actions in the future, so same as the present perfect, okay? And we have first completed activity or activity that will be completed, and second activity that will be completed, okay? Let me read this. Emphasizes, please repeat that word. It's a hard word. Emphasizes the duration or ongoing nature of an action up to a certain point in the future. Okay, interesting. Let's look at an example here. Some more explanation. Makes use of for, since, and how long to emphasize duration. So one of those things, if you have for plus a starting point, for plus a duration of time, for example, for 10 years, right? Or since plus a start date, like since December 3rd, 2024, right? That should bing, 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 set off bells in your head, alarms saying, I need to use the perfect. Okay, that's important. So, an example here. By the time you get home, notice get is in the present simple. I will have been doing homework for half an hour. That's 30 minutes. Okay. So, what is happening first here, or what will be happening first here? And the answer would be if you're looking at this, it's kind of obvious, the doing homework part. Okay. The doing homework part. And then the second part will be you get home. So first, I will be doing homework for 30 minutes. Then you will arrive home. Okay, and we're emphasizing here, we have 4, so we're emphasizing an hour. All right, be ready for this because there will be a difficult quiz soon and then a past participle challenge. All right, next. Okay, a little maybe kind of difficult part here, future perfect continuous versus future perfect. I know you have been wanting to know the answer to this all week, so here it is. All right, here we go. We have our same little chart, basically the same. Both of these, we use both when talking about two things, okay, not all. So both refer to an action in the future that will happen before another action in the future. Okay, future perfect focuses on completion, the completion of the action in the future before another action in the future. So if you've been in or seeing all of my previous classes on this, you will have noticed that the difference between continuous and not continuous in both the present, past, and future perfect is that without the continuous part, it's focusing on the completion. It's more a finished thing, okay? So, for example, by tonight, I will have written the essay, okay? So you see, finish the essay, and then tonight happens, okay? Now the difference, and this is the same for all the continuous, perfect continuous tenses, is that the future perfect continuous, you might hear it said as future perfect progressive tense, focuses, be careful the pronunciation, focuses on the duration of an action continuing up until a certain point in the future using time words, okay? For example, by tonight, I will have been writing the essay for 5 hours. Wow. So the essay is not finished yet. I'm still writing. It's tonight. I'm still writing. All right, hopefully finished soon. Okay. Now that we have that, let us do a quiz. This is going to be difficult because I'm going to test you on all of the perfect tenses that we've been looking at for the past many weeks. Okay, so which words work? Fill in the blanks. Okay, by 2025, or more naturally, you can say 2025, blah, 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 complete my degree. Okay, by 2025, blah, 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 complete my degree. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Okay, think of the answer. If you're not watching this live and you need some more time, I want you to, again, pause the video. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is will have completed. What tense is that? Do you remember? It is the future perfect, because for the future perfect, we use it for an expectation or a goal, and it's focusing on completion, remember? So by 2025, so that 2025 starts, right? And then the degree will be completed. What's your degree? Your degree is what you study in school, in university, right? So my degree, technically the title is Modern Languages, Second Language Education with Spanish. So that's what I majored in, teaching second languages. Okay, and majored in, or that's my degree. All right, let's keep going. So here she studied Spanish for 3 years before she moved to Spain. Okay, so is it 1 has studied, 2 will have been studying, 3 has been studying, 4 will have studied, 5 had studied, and 6 had been studying. Put your answer in the chat if you're here live. Okay, remember, when you give your answer, I don't want you to just guess. There needs to be a reason, right? And if you are taking one-on-one real classes with me, you give me an answer, I will ask you why before saying if it's right or wrong, okay? So let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is had been studying. Why? Okay. Remember to always look at the time words. Okay. Why is this had been studying? Past perfect continuous, right? We have here for plus a duration of time. So for 3 years. We also have before, which is a time word for past continuous or past perfect, right? And she moved is in the past simple, which we use for the second action in past perfect. Okay, so we have here an ongoing action before a second action in the past, right? So she's still studying Spanish. Sometimes you can use them both, like she had studied Spanish for 3 years before she moved to Spain. That's okay. That's more emphasizing that she's done studying Spanish now, right? She's just working and living in Spain. All right. Here we have, I finished reading the book that you gave me last week. Okay. We have 1, have finished. 2, will have been finishing. 3, have been finishing. 4, will have finished. 5, had finished. And 6, had been finishing. So what is your answer? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It is have finished, not finished, finished. Why? Okay, why did you, if you got this right, why did you choose this answer? This is present perfect. Okay, we need to look for time words. And key one here is last week. Okay, this here emphasis on the completion of events in the past that affect the present. Okay, so the book is finished last week. It's relatively recent time, okay, depending on the context. But yes, I finished. It's an experience. It has a relationship to the past, okay, to the present. Next one. When I arrived, hello to Mari, welcome to the chat. When I arrived at the party, they already start the celebration. Okay, so write your answer in the chat. Number 1, have already started. Number 2, will have been already starting. Number 3, have been already starting. Number 4, will have already started. Number 5, had already started. Number 6, had already been starting. So what answer do we have here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Put your answer number in the chat if you are here live. Okay, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da, 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 da. Had already started. But why? Why is this the answer? This is important because we have, what are our time words here, our time clauses, time expressions that tell us? Well, first we have when I arrived, past simple, right? And remember, in the past perfect tense, this is the past perfect. It's for when we have 2 completed actions. Okay, so when I arrived, now it's not had already been starting, which is the past perfect continuous, because this action with already, this action is done. It's not continuing, right? So when I arrived at the party, they had already started. And remember, if you have an adverb that needs to go in there, you put the adverb after the have, okay, or the had. Okay? All right, let's go. Next one here. By the time you arrive, we wait for over 2 hours. Okay. Right, ready. Welcome, fellow Mexican. I'm not Mexican, but I live in Mexico. Okay. We have will have waited, will have been waiting, have been waiting, will have waited, had waited, and had been waiting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. What is your guess here? Take a guess. Take a guess. Okay. Don't. Okay, I'll give it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I told you to take a guess, but you shouldn't have to guess, okay? Will have been waiting. So what's our time word here? What's the time word? Is it by the time? That is a time expression. By the time you arrive, present simple. And for over 2 hours. So we have 4 plus a duration of time. So we're talking about ongoing time here, right? So it's future perfect continuous. So we have ongoing action in the future happening before a second action in the future, right? So we are waiting for 2 hours. 2 hours is done. You arrive, but we're still waiting for maybe a train or something. Okay? Good. Next one. Okay. What do we put here? Okay. I live in this city for 10 years. Okay. Is it have lived, will have been living, will have lived, had lived, or had been living? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So put your number in the chat, okay? I'm not going to give you too much time, but yes, get ready. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, have been living. Okay, not leaving, living. So why is it the present perfect continuous? What's our thing here? Our time expression. If you said for 10 years, you're right. Now, you could say, I have lived, present perfect, in this city for 10 years. That's okay. You can do that, no problem. But this, usually when we have for plus a period of time, we're talking more about the ongoing nature. I'm still living in this city. So the present perfect continuous ongoing action happening that started in the past and continues today. Okay, here we go now. Ooh, next quiz. Can you do it? Dun, 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 dun. Past participles. We all hate these, but you have to learn them. So first, if our infinitive, our original base form verb, is begin, what's the past simple of begin. These are irregular. Begin. I'm going to give 3 seconds for each of these, okay? Begin, began, and past participle, begin, began, begun. Did you get it right? I hope so. Remember, if you're not watching this live, I want you to pause, right? Pause the video, try and answer the question, then continue playing to get the right answer. Okay, fall. What is the past simple of fall? Fall. Answer is fell. Okay. And the past participle, fell, fall, fallen. All right. Fell, fall, fallen. Here we go. This one here. Okay. We have feel. What's the past simple of feel? This is, be careful with that pronunciation. Feel. Okay. The past simple, felt. Felt. It's not field, it's felt. Okay. And again, past participle, felt. Next one. Remember, pause if you don't know. Okay. Leave. What is the past of leave? It's not leaved, sadly. Leave, left, and left again. All right, next one, ride. Bum, bum, bum. Ride, also irregular, not rided. Ride, rode. What is this one? Ridden, verb number 3. Ride, rode, ridden. When you learn your verbs, try to learn the past participles and the past simple, of course, with them, just like this. Ride, rode, ridden, leave, left, left. That will help you. All right, next, sing. Sing, okay, past tense of sing. Be careful of the pronunciation. Many languages have trouble with this. It's not sin without the sound there. It's sing, and it's not sink, sing, right through your nose. Past tense, past simple, sang, sang. Okay, and we have sung, sung, sing, sang, sung. Okay, next one, stand, stand, not stand if you are Spanish, okay, Spanish speaking, but stand. And the past is stood, okay, and let's stand, stood, stood. Easy peasy. Stand, stood, stood. Be careful. It's not stewed. It's this, the O here is the same pronunciation as in good. Stood, good. All right. Next and last one is show. Okay. Show, show, show. Show, the past simple is showed. And the past participle is showed again. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm very proud of you. If you made it this far, that's awesome, because that means that you are really working on your English. I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, keep studying, even just a little bit every day. All right. Every day is the best way. Start with 10 minutes or however you wish. And don't forget, below, you can download a whole explanation about the future perfect and the future perfect continuous with some extra quizzes there. Okay? So don't forget, download that extra practice homework, and I'll see you next week. Same time, Thursday at 2 o'clock Central Time, 10 p.m. in Europe, and 4 p.m. Pacific, which is New York City, I think. Okay? Great work. See you.